Ladies and gentlemen, we should be back with more Terrafirmagreg. Right now we are trying to manage some technical issues with our streaming capabilities. Bear with me here. That should be a little bit better. I changed some encoder settings and a bunch of stuff nobody probably cares about. Yes. But my stream looks like hot doo-doo cakes, does it not? Looks alright when we're sitting still. Oh, that's looking decent. Alright, if anyone's watching, can you let me know how the stream quality is looking? Is it watchable? Is it decent? Is it okay? I feel like it's okay. Yeah. That's looking decent. I'm thinking so. Yeah, my network connection is really terrible, but such are the woes of living in an RV. In any event, let's try that again. To catch you up, what's going on is this is my base way up in the frozen north. And I've made the trip all the way down closer to the equator in search of one thing, and that's rubber trees. You see, rubber trees are essential to our progression here in the mid-steam age, because the only way to advance to the electric age is with circuits, and circuits require latex for these resin-printed circuit boards, which if you check... Hang on. Am I crazy? Did I go all this way for no reason? Is that what we're figuring out? No. We need rubber because... resistors? No. What do we need rubber for? We can make the glue. Steel plates, electron tubes, vacuum tubes. We can make all this stuff. Resin-printed circuit boards. Wow, am I doing this for no reason? Am I actually an idiot? Am I actually stupid? Hold on, I hear a... is that a wild animal? Who is this? It's a bunny. Bye-bye, bunny. It's amazing that a bunny can survive 3 sword hits. Come on now, where do I... yeah, grab it. Okay, so basically, I might be an idiot. The progression is saying we need rubber ingots in order to make circuits. And it does not indicate that it's optional. These ones with the heart, that means optional. That means you can or you cannot. But the rubber ingot task is circular, which indicates that you should need to in order to progress. But as I'm looking at this, I'm pretty sure that I could make these circuits without rubber. We need resin-printed circuit boards, resistors, vacuum tubes, electron tubes, glue, and steel plates. See, that glue, I was thinking that that was latex, but it's not. It's not latex. Resin-printed circuit board. These resin circuit boards, which are easy. They're just made of sticky resin, which I can make out of conifer pitch and wood ash. Okay, basically, if you already play Terrafirmagreg, you're probably laughing at me because I'm probably being an idiot. And for everyone else, what I'm doing probably makes no sense whatsoever. But I'm basically looking at these, at the recipes, trying to figure out why I need rubber in the first place. Because I know you need it for the insulated cables. Oh, you know what it is? It's that all of the stuff that actually uses circuits in a crafting recipe requires insulated cables. So I'll give you an example. If I want to make a steel mechanical mixer, then that is to... Well, this is actually ultra low voltage, but it takes this ULV machine hole. That's what it is. And the ULV machine hole takes red alloy cable, and that's an insulated red alloy cable. So that's why I have to do this, is because, yeah, I can make the circuits, but I can't actually make any machines until I can make these rubber insulated cables. So that's why I'm all the way down here. I did build a sloop, fortunately, so that's making my travels much easier. I'll show you my sloop in a second. But that's the long and short of it. My current plan, I've kind of been all across this beach here. I did find a primitive camp, which is actually looks like a pretty sophisticated town. The most sophisticated I've seen so far. So, my plan is maybe raid that. For that, I got together the stuff for a thatch bed. I made a little bit of lime water here. So I might go do that. I'm probably going to return to my sloop. I'm going to put down the thatch bed, set my spawn, and then I'm going to go raid the town. Because I have never seen a town this big. It's actually very impressive and pretty scary. You should have seen the number of red dots that were on the map when I started going near. So many red dots. You'll see what I'm talking about. I have never done this level of combat. I do have wrought iron and blue steel hiking boots. I have a decent amount of armor, so you can see down here, but will it be enough? We're gonna see. So I've set my spawn. There's my sloop over there doing donuts. If you haven't seen the sloop yet, it's really cool. It's got if you've ever played Sea of Thieves, it's got like a wind direction mechanic that's kind of similar. You can tack like with an actual real ship. It's pretty fun, and it has these compartments for storage, which I might add more chests to. Let me see if I can dump my inventory. I did a little bit of mining because I found lepidolite, which as far as I can tell is lithium source. I figure we're going to need that in the probably mid to near future. So I went ahead and mined it up. Off camera, obviously. Going to store the glue, that's useful. And the quern, why not? I figure we're probably going to get a good amount of loot from raiding this town. So I want to make sure our inventory is as clear as possible. But I'm curious, my viewers, do you guys play Terrafirmagreg, or is this completely new for you? I'm curious if what I'm saying and doing is an absolute mystery or not. Okay. How far away is it? It's kind of decently far away. I might move the sloop actually to the closer camp, or the closer beach. Shoreline. I'm actually gonna do that, so you guys will get to see some sloop sailing mechanics. It's really satisfying, I gotta say. Like, it can get a little irritating, particularly with one person, but it is pretty satisfying. So I click this right here to raise and lower the sails. There's a front sail, which is small, and a rear sail, which is very large. That's what catches the wind. I'm going to raise the anchor. I'm going to hop on the rudder, and I'm going to turn it. In the bottom left, over by my health bar, you can see the wind indicator. That shows the wind direction. And it's blowing north, looks like. But I want to go east. So if I turn sort of eastward, just with the small sail, we're able to get a little bit of wind. I'm going to raise the large sail. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, That was close. I don't actually know what happens if you impact with the shoreline. Haven't tried it. But along we go. We're aiming for about here-ish. Which I'm looking on the map. It's that spot with the rivers through it. Yeah. But look how fast it goes. This thing is like almost as fast as creative mode flight. It's crazy. So all I do when I'm getting close to where I want to be, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, we're good, is I just turn into the wind, drop anchor, drop sail. There we go, we're anchored. Yeah, I just turn into the wind so it slows down. My worst fear is I fall off the ship and it keeps sailing away from me and I lose this loop forever. So I just turn into the wind before I stop it. But there you go. It stopped. It's also super hot here. 27 degrees. So I'm just going to dip into the water a bit to cool off before I go running. I don't know how much of that is the armor that I'm wearing. Maybe some. Let me see. 32 degrees. That's so hot. No, the armor doesn't seem to make a difference. That's so hot. I'm going to have to be very quick. It's actually, right now it's spring. When I set off, it was the end of winter. That's how long I've been journeying. It's mid-spring now, and it is getting really hot. Obviously, this is a tropical climate. If you're wondering where the step assist is coming from, that's because of the blue steel hiking boots. They are amazing. I can't believe I didn't craft these sooner. I should have. Blue steel is a huge pain to craft, but once you do, it's so nice. I actually want to make a diving suit for the blue steel diving suit for the beneath, because it keeps you much cooler when you're in the beneath. But look at that. Look at that. Look at all those red dots. I have to fight all of those. I'm not feeling great about this. I'm gonna put some wood in my inventory in case I have to stack with it. I've got my hang glider. I have the 9th slot for my clutch item bound to a mouse button, so I can hit a mouse button and it immediately pulls out my glider, so I can make quick escapes. You can put whatever there, you know, MLG bucket, whatever you want to do, but I just like to bind it to a mouse key, and I kind of have it burned in as a habit that when I'm in danger, I just... Oh, pumpkin. Don't mind if I do. Pumpkin is such a good source of fruit. Which is also funny because is pumpkin really a fruit? Depends who you ask. A botanist or someone in charge of U.S. import tax law. Okay. We're going to do a little scouting. I just figured out you can hold C to crouch. Don't actually know if it helps people not detect you, but we're gonna find out. It says I'm like right up on this guy. They've got roads. How advanced are these people? Dang, they got more infrastructure than I do. Hello? Where is this guy? There he is. Oh, he hurts. Oh, he hurts. Okay, he had elderberries. The bronze hoe. Alright, that's our first guy. Listen, he attacked first, okay? Which means everything that happens after this point is defense. This is defense. Which makes it totally okay from a moral and ethical standpoint. Wow, these houses are really cool. Who was that? These houses are really cool. Hello. Wow, I've got better range on this wrought iron sword than I thought I did. What is a spur flower? I am not used to this climate slash biome. Not used to being so close to the equator. I'm still kind of getting my bearings, but wow, this is beautiful. This is like a Mayan construction almost. Homes. Unless I'm being a complete idiot. Oh my gosh. I'm scared. Hello. Oh, he's using invisibility potions. Where is he? Ah! Oh, he hurts. Whoa. He really hurts. Okay, can I catch my bearings here? I never set my spawn. I'm a doofus. I'm a doofus. I forgot to set my spawn. And I forgot to waypoint where I parked my sloop. I'm so dumb. Okay, that could have ended so badly. We're gonna do that. I also need to eat. You can see, too, being in the shade helps so much with heat management. It's 22 degrees, 22 and a half degrees. If I step in the sun, then nothing happens. Okay, well, sometimes, sometimes when you get out from under the shade, yeah, like right here, 33, 35. So, keep that in mind. Shade is a big deal. And shade from the environment is a thing, not just crafting hats and stuff. All right. Ooh. Just gonna get to the... in case you have a sloop, by the way, I found... Because I have lost it once or twice. Look for this cluster of blue dots on your map. You can see it rotating, too. That's... I guess, like, the different pieces of the sloop are different entities. And so each entity shows up as a dot on the map. But all I know is, if you lose your sloop, follow the dots. The teal aqua dots. Alright. Where were we? First things first. You're probably going, oh no, I'm gonna thirst to death. Wrong. I have a water flask. This, by the way, this radial menu is from the tool belt, which is really nice. The tool belt lets you store your items in this radial menu. Again, that's my other mouse button is bound to this radial menu. Okay, let's see. We want to put down this thatch bed to set our spawn. And I really don't want to... maybe I should raid at night. That's kind of cool. I feel like that's aura farming right there. Night raid. Jellyfish, that's a first. Ow! Did they drop anything? Nothing at all. Okay, well... Dang, maybe that's why it's Mayan construction. Maybe I'm in a Mexico. Alright, we got cranberries, elderberries. I should probably store these in a vessel so they don't go bad so fast. What else we got? Elderberries. And we'll store our rabbit. Okay, let's have a bit of a bite. I made some soup earlier. Soup does heat you up, though, which is a very poor choice for this climate. It's really hot. Oh, there's the anchor. That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay. Oh! What do we do? Yeah, I'm gonna get my logs ready. Seeds. Dirt. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we're ready. Let's go get him. Where's our bed? Here's our bed. Make sure spawn's set. I think I did, but I get paranoid about these things. I don't know if y'all are the same, but man, I've been burned too many times. I'm traumatized. I'm headed straight for it. Okay. Again, the blue steel hiking boots, to give you a speed buff, I don't know if you can tell, I'm running really fast. And that is why. It's the speed buff from the hiking boots. Is my FOV crazy? Yes, it is. Let's fix that right up. It's because I have a really wide monitor. And so when I'm full screened, I do the really wide monitor. But I can't do that while streaming because most people don't have a really wide monitor. And so it makes the stream look dumb. Oh, there's a guy. There's a guy right there. Whoa, he runs fast. Oh my gosh. He crazy. He crazy. He had beeswax on him. None of your beeswax. Checking this roof. They've got furniture. What? How advanced are these people? What is this? Framed wool. Wow. They make nicer houses than I do. Do I take the vessel? And the chairs? Maybe. But where are the dudes? Definitely want the candles. Those candles are good. I thought I heard someone behind me. Framed ladders look nice. Wow, this looks so good. This looks so good. Got the quern. Mud brick floors. Sandstone walls. Spoons. Man, these people are like civilized. Why are they attacking me? Apple sapling. That's nice. Red apple sapling. What else we got? Candles, beeswax, lumber, flint, wool. I feel like the candles are the best thing here out of all this. Scribing table. I've never seen one of these before. For renaming items, I guess. Baobab log. Never seen that kind of wood before. I'm a dummy. I'm playing with a notepad right next to my mouse pad, and it's gonna make combat really hard, but I insist on it anyways because I'm stupid. I could move it out of the way, but no. Wow, look at this place! I did not know there was world gen like this in Terrafirmagreg. This is crazy. Hello. Well, this is awkward. Ow! Okay, hold up. I've got just the thing. I've got just the thing. Got a quiver. Come on now. I can just put this on my back. Where were we? Where'd this guy go? Where'd he go? Just fighting him. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's invising. That's what it is. He has a potion. Ow. Ow, that hurts. Where is he? Still there? No, those arrows are heading back there. Where did he go? This is all gonna be worth it for the loot. Clearly this village is advanced. Where did he go? Did I get him? I did. Where's the mate? They've got a parapet, which is very safety conscious, but it makes it inconvenient for raiding them. Let's see. Ironwood. Come on now. The mate. There we go. Oh, I got a guy right down there chasing me, huh? No? Oh! Oof. Oh my gosh, I'm paranoid. I feel like they're all around me. Hello. That's because they are. Oh dear! Oh. That's scary, man. These guys hurt. Alright, what is this? Obviously emeralds. I need a inventory. What we got? Come on. Loot vase. We got leather, black wood, beeswax. Gray candles. That's actually really good. 7 gray candles. I'm gonna dump the bell pepper seeds. I'm gonna dump the tricalcium phosphate. Actually, that is pretty useful. I'll dump the copper. I've got plenty of copper. Oh, glass jar of guano. Oh, that's nasty. What is that for? I don't want to know. I could take the jar and use it for, like, honey. I might do that. I'll leave the sticks. Another scribing table. What is that? can keep some of this in this straw basket. Bunch berries? Hello there. I am loving Terrafirmagreg. I am loving Terrafirmagreg. I realize that probably makes me a psychopath, but I just really love Terrafirmagreg. See, I've always felt like Terrafirmacraft is cool because it's cool, except you get to a certain point and the progression is kind of for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let me do all this work so I can get some slightly better tools. And that always felt like a dead end to me. But the problem with Greg Tech is you can speed run and get so much stuff so fast it just feels wrong. So put the two together and you have this brilliant, never-ending gameplay loop. I'm a big fan. I really like it. You a big Terrafirmagreg player, Fornius? And I will admit, I'm very new to the Terrafirmagreg community, so I know almost nobody. Do you stream it as well? I'm gonna put the backpack back on here. Back on. So many little metal chunks. These would be useful if I was less far along than I am, but they are not. They're pretty useless to me. Put all this stuff in there. Don't need potato seeds. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. How far have you gotten? Like, what's the farthest progression or age you've reached? Blackwood, charcoal. This is all garbage, except the table salt. I'll take this table salt. Another loot vase. Oh, heck yeah. Is that a... Yep, that's a goat horn. Best time in the game right there. Go. Hey. The moon. Oh my gosh. That's my, I would say that's my short-term goal. I would really like to make, I want to reach the moon, but I want to make a sustainable moon base. I feel like that's a fun goal. The moon, can you do the moon in LV? Or is that, at what voltage level does the moon become possible? Oh my gosh, I feel like I can hear their footsteps around me. It's like nerve-wracking. HV, okay. Ooh. Oh boy. That's intimidating for me. HV. I know it's probably just because of where I'm at right now, but doing, even just like going from ULV to LV is tough. It's just hard because of how expensive stuff is. It's hard to get enough infrastructure to automate, which I can respect in a way because it's like it takes a lot of thought and effort to actually get automation infrastructure, which is nice. But it's also like it takes getting used to. It's kind of exhausting me a little bit, which is okay. I'm here for it. That's what I signed up for. But it is definitely like you can feel the mental strain when you're trying to figure out how to automate stuff. It does. My big problem is I'm a very hands-on kind of person, and so I iterate by crafting a bunch of stuff and just putting it together in different ways. Ow! Like, it's really hard for me to prepare stuff on paper, and it's a lot easier for me to prepare stuff by changing the world around me. The problem with that is it's so dang expensive to just make a few create machines just for in case I need them. It makes it really hard. Which is, this is teaching me how to get better at planning things on paper. which is a good thing. Do you have any tips for, like, planning your automations and getting a bill of materials before you actually start crafting stuff? Or do you do the same thing where you just bulk craft, create machines, and then start putting them together? Man, I really should be taking these furniture. I don't know. Actually, how hard is it to make? It's not hard at all to make. I should stop. Should stop being done. Automate latex. So that's my current goal. The entire reason I've gone south like this, my base is up north. Right there. The entire reason I've taken my sloop south is because I need latex trees, and I can't find them. I'm in the climate for it. This is average temp 21 Celsius, but I have not found any latex trees yet. I've gone this entire way, all the way to ULV circuits with no latex. Ow, no latex trees at least. Southeast. Really? Why east? Is the world gen that predictable? I know Terrafirmagreg used to randomize you. Did they change it so that now it always kind of spawns you around the same spot? Southeast. Maybe like closer to there. Is that all 3 latex trees? Let's see. I know we got, I know Havea is the number 1, but there's also Kapak and Rubber Fig. West is dry, east is humid. Oh. Okay. West is dry, east is humid. Text trees. It says tapping index. Oh yeah, because there's rainfall requirements. 390 to 500. Oh yeah, that's okay. So no Havea here. We're 231 rainfall. 231. Oh yeah, that's why. Oh dude, you're so right. The minimum rainfall for the lowest rainfall tree is the Rubber Fig at 290. I'm way off from that. Okay, I did not realize that. You are probably saving me a lot of time. Thank you so much. Let me do that. Do I finish raiding this town first? That's the question. Candles. I mean, mostly all they really have is candles so far, and small ore chunks that I'm far beyond needing. Whoa, okay, I take it back. That's a fruit tree. That's a fruit sapling. Yeah, that's 2 peach saplings. I'll take it. There are 3 guys in this one? There's 3 guys in this one, I think. Ow! Okay. Palm sapling. Hello! Oh. What did he drop? A calcium phosphate. Must be big farmers. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna take my sloop and I'm gonna head east because you're so right. Beeswax. They should be in a higher rainfall area. What am I leaving to dig these palm saplings? What am I leaving? One of these quivers was theirs and is empty. I'll do that. Okay, one down. Paper. Ooh, I would love to not have to craft more paper. I do not have that automated. I'll leave the hammer. Ah, but these are gooseberries. Ah, I don't need the gooseberries. Forget it. Cowlin clay. Good find. Take it back. It's 1 Cowlin clay. Okay. Hello. Oh, hello. He hurts so much. Hello. Lots of emeralds. Ooh, jar of honey. Hello, I didn't even see you there, Mr. Herbalist, sir. Bronze knife. Means I can drop this other bronze knife. Vase. More useless ore chunks. Yep. I'm gonna say, I want the honey. I want the honey. We can leave the 2 light gray candles. Oh, you can! I was just about to say, I wish you could just right-click food into the vessel. You absolutely can do that. It's convenient. Alright. We'll be back to the sloop in no time. Almost finished raiding this place. A large vessel. That's probably good enough. I think we've seen what there is to see here. They pretty much have candles and pieces of ore and some saplings. This is probably the last house I'll check. Oh, conifer rosin. I mean, that's like barely nice. I have a lot of that. Blue vases. Okay, fruit tree, fruit tree. Okay. Okay. Is this what, apple? Yeah, apple sapling. Which we have one of them. Take the beeswax. Okay. What we got? People on the roof, aren't there? Yep. Hello. Ambusher. Not today, buddy. Really? Be used for latex. I know you can use it for glue. Let's see. Latex. Tapping. Conifer resin. Latex from rubber saplings. Rubber plants. Get a tiny amount from dandelions. Latex logs, rubber leaves. I cannot figure out how to do that. I wonder if that's a version thing. Vacuumizer? What the, vacuumizing? Because I saw you can make latex from, like, dandelions. And you can make glue from conifer rosin. It probably is a version thing. That's what I'm thinking. I thought about doing, like, just doing dandelions, but it's clear I'm going to need a lot of it. And I figured that'll just get incredibly tedious. If there's one thing I've learned about automation games, especially like Factorio and Satisfactory, they've taught me if you're gonna make... I think this is in the quest book. It says if you're gonna make one of something, you might as well make 100. And I found that to be a huge quality of life thing. Like, I know I'm gonna need a whole bunch of this stuff. I know I will. So, I may as well just do it right from the start. So that's why I'm out here looking for rubber trees. Even though, technically, I could probably get to LV. At least make some ULV machines, but maybe get to LV using just using just like dandelions as my rubber source, but that's not scalable. And we're all about scalable here. If you're gonna fix the problem, why not fix it once for all time? I am curious though, how many people agree with that sentiment versus microcrafting a little bit here and a little bit there. I used to be that way. I used to always want to make like the minimum amount of anything, be as resource efficient as possible to get me to the next progression. And then at some point in my life, I realized I just get so much more done when I do it right from the start. Yes, the factory must grow. Exactly. Exactly. He gets it. Here comes my slope. We're gonna unload and we're gonna head east. Absolutely batchcraft. Thank you. Thank you. Genuinely, I don't know how you feel about it, but it has changed the way that I do work. Like, I used to be a database administrator, and I used to be very much I worked at a company that was all quick fixes. And I was all quick fixes. And at some point from playing games like this, I just had a mindset shift, and I was like, we need to be sitting down and fixing problems from the start instead of just putting a band-aid on it to get us down the road. Absolutely. And I still stand by that. I think that's a real thing. Okay, palm saplings, peach saplings, red apple saplings. Trying to keep some semblance of a organizational system here. Seeds, seeds, seeds. Well, good enough. Here we go. Raise the anchor. And eastward bound. Okay. Oh yeah. It's looping it up. It is impressive to me how fast this loop moves. So if we move... Let's see, wind is taking us north right now. I'm not super good at tacking. I'm not like some renowned sailor, but I can give it my best shot. I think if we go toward the edge of where the wind is effective, which brings us straight north. Due north, you would say. Should be able to pivot. Yep. Blue steel for tools. Okay. I'm just now getting to the point where I can make enough blue steel for that. I did see the rifle recipe, but I was intimidated by it. I really thought about crafting it. I think about crafting it regularly, to be honest. Like, every time I go to the Beneath, I think, is today the day I craft the rifle? And I know, like, there's the flintlock, which I already passed, and there would be no purpose for me to craft it now, because I can craft the rifle, and I just never did. Is it that good? I'm kind of afraid that I'm going to craft it, and it's going to end up being not very good. Which rifle is it? The Springfield? Yeah, that is pretty cheap. A little bit of steel. Some wrought iron. Wow, that's stupid cheap, actually. Yeah, I really should do that. That would be nice, because tigers. Okay, we're getting some good movement here. We go with the wind. That's gonna bring us southeast. That's what we want. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I ought to make one. I'll probably make one when I get home. What about the ammo? 45, 70 bullets? Okay. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that's so easy. Oh, that's stupid easy. Saltpeter, charcoal, sulfur. Yeah. This is the way. Okay, you've opened my eyes. I'm making a rifle. I'm making a rifle ASAP. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Where's my lunchbox? Yum, 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 yum. Try not to get too warm. Oh, I'm getting way too warm. Oopsie daisy. I'm starting to push the limits of world gen here. Okay, how much rainfall? 260? Not enough. More! Yes, lead poisoning. So lead poisoning is only inhalation, right? I did craft the face mask because I had to get some silver, and the only silver I could find for the blue steel was from a galena vein. So I did craft the face mask, which is helping. But I did it previously. I got the weekly poisonous debuff for like 13 real life days because I didn't realize it was stacking up at one point. I've learned my lesson. Okay, coral reefs. Very nice. I've thought about crafting a back tank and making like an underwater research lab. I might still do that. I feel like that'd be really cool. Yeah. So, if I were to make videos, like long form YouTube videos and stuff, what do you feel like you would think is good topic worth watching? I've thought about making just like a general tips video of some stuff I've figured out, but I'm curious. You've clearly played the game a good amount if you've gotten to HV and gone to the moon. At this point, what would be genuinely entertaining for you to see? Uranium poisoning. Cancer? Oh no. I think this is a good enough. This is a good enough spot to check out. Rainfall's about right. 280 is at least enough for general tips and progression. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm just trying to decide if I want to split it up by like age or just do kind of a free for all. I guess age would make sense. But just stuff like I figured out you can use glowberries as a light source for a farm. Cause I live like way up here, right? Where it's all super cold. Pretty much year round it's super cold. So I can't grow anything. So the only way I could figure out how to survive and how to eat was I dug way down underground and I made an underground farm. And that was before you could make lanterns. Like, that was early enough in my progression that I couldn't make lanterns, but I could go to the beneath. So I went to the beneath and I got myself some glowberries and I planted glowberry vines and I used those as my permanent light source to run my farm. It's like, I feel like little stuff like that, hacks and stuff like that, might be interesting for people, I would hope. And just little other stuff, like, oh no, I lost my sloop. Okay, look for the cluster of teal dots. It rots slower. I guess that's true. I guess that is true. But yeah, the not being able to grow things is tough. And I could make a greenhouse, but that's so much material. And I don't know how to make the... what is it? The Reinforced glass? Where's the reinforced glass? One of these. Greenhouse. Objects. Requires the reinforced glass. I think it's these. Yeah. Yeah. The reinforced glass, which you can make from tempered glass or from glass working. But I'm just not set up for glass working to be able to make the reinforced glass. Technically, this does not look hard. But it's just how many times I would have to do this. I'm dreading it. I would want to automate it. But I don't know if you can automate glass working. So I might have to go the tempered glass route, but I don't have the stuff to make that. Because you need arc furnace and oxygen. It's like I would have to do it manually. And I just feel like getting a greenhouse is not worth it at this point. I know! The glass working is so bad. Makes me want to cry. Okay, what are these? Those look suspiciously like Avea logs. Let me just waypoint. That my ship is there. Oh my gosh, glass working. Makes me want to die. What do we got here? Blackwood? No, thank you. Sugarcane seeds? Yes, please. This trip is my first time finding sugarcane. Whoa, it's hot! Whoa, it's super hot! Oh no, what am I gonna do about that? I don't really have silk. Oh man. I do have... I could do that. I've got my red steel bucket. I should be able to... If I'm getting too hot. 36 degrees. 18. Yeah, I can do that. That'll keep me alive. Yeah, glass working is terrible. It really is. I don't know. Maybe I just need to get used to it, but I refuse to. Because it's so painful. Hot spring. Blackwood. Rosewood. Black oak. Black oak. Rosewood. So I do have bees. But here's the thing. I'm not really making a lot of sugar. Just because it's mildly inconvenient. I guess I could. But you know what's holding me back? You know what's holding me back is I've gone all this way and I haven't made any bottles for bottling the honey. Because it requires glassworking. And I freaking hate glassworking so much. So I'm really not getting sugar at all. What is the number one thing you would use sugar for? Like, I'm assuming this would make my life much easier. Obviously, rum. I guess you can make jam, but again, that takes glassworking. More glassworking. Tirage. For dough, that's kind of nice. Oh, that's really nice. Holy smokes, that's really... Okay, I'm seeing why you would want sugar. I am seeing... What else? Obviously rum, yeah. Cake base. Can't imagine that's that useful. Seems like for dough... Yeah, but what food? Like, what food makes it worth it? I guess bread. It looks like it's really useful for bread. But is it really... I'll put it this way. Is it worth the effort? Yeah, rum I could definitely see. Could definitely see rum. Jam. Yeah. It's getting hot. Okay. So what are we in the area for? Sandwich? Sandwich? Can you put sugar on your sandwich? Or just for the bread? Rubber fig. Okay, where we're at, we've got 281. Oh my gosh, we still don't have enough. 290 is the minimum. We are still not far enough east. What am I doing here? Alright, back on the ship. Back on the ship. Is this technically a ship or a boat? I would have thought that a sloop would technically be classified as a ship, but looking at it in this, like, environment, this sloop does not look ship-sized. It looks very much boat-sized. Is size the only determining factor on what makes a ship? I don't even know. I guess it's a ship. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh. Instant screen cap. This is the greatest thing ever. Sorry, had to do that. Never seen this before. I guess it's a ship. I would have thought so. I would have thought so, but it's so small. I'm thinking like Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves, it's very obviously, you look at it and you go, oh, that's a ship. But, not so much here. Whoops, I drank seawater. I guess it's a ship. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on it. Okay. Turn around. Yes, I'm actually working on a YouTube series that's a polar survival, where I'm spawning in the polar. It's very hard. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, my home is right on the edge, like, I like to call it the Canadian border of the Arctic. It's like right above where I live. So, I have gone there briefly and seen a few penguins. Whoops. There we go. Whoa. Come on now. There we go. Ooh, get out of hand. Yeah, the polar survival in Terrafirmagreg, very tough. But it makes for an entertaining video. I need to edit it and get it out, because it is actually pretty cool. The big thing is, if you look for one or two places where an ice block has melted, there's your early water source. And, whoops, too close to shore. And as far as not dying of cold, oh, what did I do for that? Can't even remember. Look for lava sources for early warming up. Because there are a few, usually up in the polar, there's a few mountains that'll have lava coming out of them. So if you can make your early base right near lava, then you've basically got in-home heating, which is good. But yeah, it is hard. Don't get me wrong, it's really hard. Caribou. You can kill caribou for some pretty decent insulating clothing. Okay, I'm gonna have to tack this. Yep. Yep. Okay. Alright. How much further do we need to go? Probably like here-ish, I'm guessing. Alright. There we go. I'm no sailor, but you can get around. Yeah, polar survival's really hard. Super hard. What is this little meter right here? Don't know what that is. It can't be aiming north. Is that wind direction? Oh, I think that is wind direction. That would check out. Okay. Moving right along. Good stuff. Oh, is my stream lagging out? Been having a few network problems lately. I know it's unprofessional, but what can I say? I have garbage internet. Okay, what is this? What is this? White sand beaches? What kind of tree is that? All right, stop the boat. Stop the boat. Drop anchor. We're gonna check this out. What's our rainfall? 303. That's high enough for rubber figs. Do you believe? Yep. Okay. We're a little warm. Okay, that's good. I'm glad. Thank you for the feedback. Really appreciate it. Also, the not being alone. Very nice. I'm a big fan of not being alone. So I appreciate you keeping me company. And the tips. Because I've played TFG a bit, but not that much. Mahogany. Ooh, mahogany. Let's see what we got. Mahogany. Does this come out red? Get my saw here. Mahogany. Okay, like a pinkish red. That's interesting. Yeah, why not? I'll get some saplings. Might be useful for building. Are you a big aesthetics guy? Or are you like a practicality builder? Like, are you the type to dirt hole for way longer than you maybe could? Or are you the type to build, you know, sweet bases and factories and stuff that have aesthetic value? Why? Just because it looks the way that it looks? Mahogany sapling. Let me see. Mahogany loganies. I should be dropping some of these off, huh? Mahogany. Let me look at this rainbow eucalyptus. Oh, gosh. Okay, so it just comes out as normal eucalyptus lumber. But yeah, I agree. That log, that looks terrible. I'm just gonna make a post. I like the mahogany though. Obviously, it's a very unique color, so you can't just use it everywhere, but I could see places where that would be nice. Rosewood. See, I just left a spot where there was a lot of rosewood, and I didn't get any. Let me see here. Rosewood. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. I might go back for some of that later. Rosewood. Yeah, I like to build stuff that looks at least moderately good. I mostly do it just by looking at stuff other people have built for inspiration. Does that count? I think it counts. I think it counts as original if you use other pieces for inspiration and then you add your own flair on it. If you're copying block by block, obviously it's not original. But I like to think art is built upon being inspired by others. That is the very foundation of art. Everything was built on the backs of giants. Yeah, fences. That will be looking nice. Paper, sheepskin. We'll do not need the dirt. Just trying to clean up my inventory here a little bit. This has got the rye seeds and the salt that can come out. And the emeralds there. That should free up a little bit of space. We can dump the sticks. We've got a good number of those. Okay, I think that's a good spot. Okay, we can dump the chisel, dump the saw. Yeah. That should do it. Let's cool off a bit. Yeah, the rosewood is nice. Rosewood is nice. I'm kind of a hoarder, you know. If I pass a wood, my gut instinct is I should take it because then I'll have it. At least the saplings, because I'm thinking, oh, it's gonna be so much harder to get later. I think sometimes I take that too far. Ooh, orange tree. I am gonna desecrate it. get me one of them saplings. Yes. Yes. Okay, 3 orange saplings makes me very happy. The hook. No, is it that good? Oh, that's really not expensive. I have no excuse for that. I have a flax farm now. I have no excuse to not have the hook. Last time I looked at it, it was not in a good spot for it. What's so funny about it? I could have sworn I had a knife. Oh well, I'll do it by hand. Just being lazy. What's so funny about it? It's just for, like, you can't hook mobs with it, can you? Oh, there's Rosewood. Come to Papa. Come to Papa. Yes. Okay. Rosewood. Good stuff. All right, where are we headed? Trees, trees, trees. Oh, this is trees. Maybe I should go further east. Okay, I guess I'll have to see what you're talking about. Well, gonna make some hooks in no time. I can't be out of soup already, can I? Come on, tell me you got soup. Might be lazy and just make salad. No, I've still got soup in the lunchbox. It's just gonna warm me up till I die. Oh, yeah. We're gonna need dip. Okay, I like the sound of that. I mean, I like the Terraria hook shot. That's very entertaining. I don't know if it's anything like that. That should be about good. All right, let's find these trees. Wow, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. So inspiring. Olive! Ooh, olive oil, no? Gimme, gimme. I'm just annihilating this olive tree. Okay, let's see. 2 olive saplings. That feels big. That feels very big. Olives. What do we got here? Plums. And banana. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that the bananas are not gonna grow anywhere near the north. Yeah, olive oil would be nice. Lemons! Don't mind if I do. Okay, through the sticks, lemon sapling. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Greenhouse, yeah. Yeah, okay, you win. I'm getting a banana. Banana sapling. Gimme. Yes, yes. What do I drop? Yeah, banana sapling. Okay, yep, greenhouse. You're right. You're right. Come on now. These plains are so good for fruit trees. More plums, leaves. But, not so much for other trees. Okay, olive oil. This is gonna be a process, isn't it? Okay, olive oil. Oh, gosh. Made of olive oil, water, and a burlap net. A burlap net is just basically jute. Olive oil water is made with olive paste and water in a pot or a vat or a mixer. Olive paste is made by crushing, querning, or mortar and pestling olives. Olives come from an olive tree. Yeah, that's gonna be an experience. I mean, it's not, it doesn't look too bad, but it does look pretty annoying. It does look pretty annoying. Okay, so this makes 1,000 millibuckets of olive oil water, and it's 250 to 50. Oh, Ah, I see. Oh. Okay, so that's a reduction of 5 times, yeah? Yes, that's a reduction of 5 times. So in order to get 1 bucket of olive oil, you need 5 buckets of olive oil water. And 5 buckets of olive oil water would be 5 times 5. You need 25 olive paste to make 1 bucket. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. That's pretty bad. Okay, what can you use it for, though? Waterproofing? Pizza dough. Sold. Pizza dough. Sold. Cooking oil? Yeah. Yep, sold. I'm making it. I don't care what it costs. Earning it. 160 millibuckets for 10 seconds. What's creosote? 160 for 10. 250 for 17.5. Is that more efficient? Hold on a second. I mean, I'm sure it's not just because you tend to have so much creosote. But I'm curious. 250 millibuckets divided by 17.5 seconds is 14 millibuckets to 1 second. Okay, whereas olive oil, creosote is free. Olive oil is 160 for 10 seconds, which means 16 millibuckets. No. So creosote is more efficient and more abundant. Papyrus? What are you? Papyrus. So many saplings on me. Papyrus. I'm gonna go ahead and guess papyrus is just for paper. Never encountered papyrus before. Yeah, I've seen this in recipe books. Soaked hardwood. Yeah, this is a alternative to paper. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That could be really nice for automating paper. That's what I'm thinking. That seems like a much easier automation path than the normal wood-based paper. Lead. Lots of clay. Cow. Hello, cow. Blueberries. Oh, it's getting hot. We'll have a soak. No? What about a greenhouse? What about underground? What about underground? Is there an easy way to see what conditions it needs? Hydration level, temperature. Press. Oh. No, it's electric. Yes. Because I might make an underground create farm. Book? Oh, of course. That's advanced. Oh, where do you find that in the book? Props. P. Papyrus. Oh yeah. Okay, so it does need a good amount of water. A lot of water, actually. 19. 19 is warmer than it is down near bedrock, huh? Yeah. Okay, I see the problem. But still, if I could manage to get some lava down there, lava and water, maybe interspersed, I could see that being an option. I don't know. I'll have to compare that to how hard it is to automate with the wood route. Hello, cow. I could take him home, but it's such a hassle. I don't have an extra lead on me. I'll pass. I'm too lazy. Cocoa! Now we're talking. Hand it over. Hand it over. Hand it over. What are we leaving? I'll leave candles for cocoa. Absolutely. Absolutely. Cocoa. Wow, not a lot of trees around here. Rosewood. Rosewood. Rainbow eucalyptus looks like. Yep, gotta keep going east. What are you? Mahogany, okay. Cocoa, more cocoa. And over the cocoa. Heck yes. What does this thing look like anyways? The only way I know how to get to this is through here. Yeah, tapping index, rubber fig. Yeah, that looks nothing like what I've seen. Tapoc, minimum 320. Yeah. Alright, we're going further east. Further east. Yep. I did mark my boat, right? Sorry, my ship. I do believe I marked my ship. Cannoli. Got plenty of canola up north. That's rosewood, that's eucalyptus. Oh, mahogany, excuse me. Okay. Likewise, yeah. Yeah, we're going further east. I have decided it. A lot of fruit trees over here. The last source. Is that, that's, Kapok. Kapok? Kapok? I don't even know. Min 320. Flow rate 4 megabuckets. That's it's more than Havea. But minimum temperature is 12 Celsius, and I get that almost never up north. So I kind of feel like optimal might be either Havea or rubber fig. And I almost wonder if I almost wonder if I would get more rubber from a rubber fig. Fir or ashen maybe so, but those only give sticky resin and conifer rosin. Aspen. Douglas fir. Yeah, sticky resin and conifer rosin. Yep. So I don't think those will work. At least not in this version. Butter. Give me butter. Okay, good. Alright. Yeah, back to the ship. Ooh. Oh, it's so hot. Even at night, it's almost 40 degrees Celsius out. Rhyolite. Good grief. Got my calculator open. I do way too much math for someone who's bad at math. That's for sure. Let's get that temperature down. Yeah, let's get over there. Eastward we go. Oh, once we get this rubber, it's gonna be so good. Can make rubber gloves, make insulated cables, raise anchor. The wind is not in our favor. Not even a little. That's okay. We'll make it work. Yep. Away from the shoreline first and foremost. What is the average temperature here? 24. Yeah, we gotta Okay, keep going south. The temperature is so rough. I need better ways of managing the heat. Carrying the water in the bucket is helpful. Okay, we're gonna attack to the right. That should do it. Yep. We're still gonna hit land. It's okay. No armor? Hey, you might be right. You might be right. But it seemed like before when I was taking off my armor, it wasn't really changing it. Maybe this game is just expecting me to already have silk figured out. Let's see. 35. Oh, I have like no inventory space. Let me make some. Try to make some. Saplings. Throw some stuff I don't need. Papyrus. Throw some sticks. Yeah, let's see. It's 35.6. If I take the armor off, it's 35.6. Which is weird. I would have thought the armor would make it hotter. I know it used to. But it doesn't seem to be making a difference. Is the face mask doing anything? 5.7. 35.5. Wow, the face mask actually helps. Yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard. What's the best way to get silk? Just killing spiders? I'm gonna chop this up. If I'm not mistaken, I think fruit helps with temperature, yeah? Fruit-filled diet. Oh, I'm gonna have to make a knife. I thought I had a bronze knife. I'm raiding the tribe. The beneath, okay. Okay. Does the spider biome only really happen in the south? Let's see. I gotta make a new knife for some reason. I don't know what happened to my bronze knife. I don't know what happened to my axe for that matter. Okay. Nice. These. Okay, for the north is the best way we can. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Is there a better way in the south? I'm curious why it's so hard to get in the north. Choppy. Yummy, yummy. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a salad that's just pumpkin salad. Pumpkin salad. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, inventory management is becoming my biggest nightmare right now. Yeah, I like the beneath. Oh, you're probably thinking, no? I don't know. Does phantom silk count as silk? Phantom thread or no? Is that silk? Because I find phantom threads not too hard to get where I am in the beneath. Or does that count as wool? Wool lining, silk lining. Cowl is made of lightweight. Yes! Phantom silk. Okay, what about plants? Polycaprolactum. No clue what that is. But okay, phantom silk. Phantom thread. Yeah, that might be a good option. Phantom thread's not that hard to get. Of course, now that I say that, it's gonna end up being really hard because they're all gonna hide from me now that they know I want them, but I could do phantom thread. I could see myself doing phantom thread without going completely insane. I could see that. Okay, around this peninsula we go. Whoosh. I've been feeling like I want to make a nicer looking factory. I just don't know what I want to build it out of. It's so tedious building out of stone bricks. And I know that's just, I'm being a dummy and I just need to do it. I would be tickled if I could get concrete production going, though. Should probably just get concrete production going. I want to make a very industrial looking... see, I'm 50-50 between an industrial looking factory and like a modern industrial, like brutalist factory, versus like a steampunk clay brick, like red brick factory. I feel like that could look really nice as well. I'm leaning towards I should make a steampunk looking factory or a classic factory before a industrial. Okay, if that's the case, I'm pretty sure this island is a jungle. I'm pretty sure one of these islands is a jungle. That's good to know. Wind has changed direction. Yeah, I think the jungles are over here. I really think. Volcanic Oceanic Mountains. No, I guess not. I guess it's not jungle. Okay. It's alright. Jungles should be this way, yeah? More rainfall? Okay. Oh, I love how fast this loop is. It's like creative flight. So good. When you're full wind. Yeah, I agree. I think I might do LV. LV, I might do a traditional factory. MV, I might do a modern factory. And HV, I might do like a futuristic factory. I think that'd be cool. That just means I'm gonna really have to get my clay harvesting down. Maybe I ought to build a create machine for clay harvesting. Yeah? Just bring it to a clay spot and have it mass excavate the surface. I wonder if by default the config option is enabled for you to pick up minecart contraptions to your inventory with a wrench. Because if so, we are on like Donkey Kong. I'm building an excavator. Honestly, even if not, it might be worth it just to run rails and bring it that way. I might do that. I feel like I could go mine it by hand, but where's the spice? Where's the spice in that? It's not very content worthy. Okay. Let's head east. Yep. Yeah. The more I talk about it, the more I really like that idea. Delete this old waypoint. I'm gonna make an excavator. I would really love to get either Create Aeronautics or VS Clockwork on here. I actually tried with VS Clockwork, but the problem is it had some compatibility issues. I think since then someone made a mod that integrates them, stops the crashes. But create clockwork or create aeronautics is not available for Forge. It's Neoforge only, if I'm not mistaken. So there goes that dream. But man, clockwork would make me such a happy man. Because then I could really have a mobile excavator. I would go as far as computer craft programming like a hover circuit. So that I can just have a mobile base that just hovers at a set altitude. Yeah! I've got, believe it or not, I've got an okay amount of Kelvin clay. And now that I have the compressor, is it the compressor or the alloy smelter that lets you make fire brick more efficiently? Now that I've got that, I'm a lot less intimidated by Kelvin clay. I can get some from the beneath, and that has kind of sustained me. I was really tedious, but I actually got a lot of my early Kelvin clay from the beneath. I made an auto forge that automates steel production from a blast furnace, and I made the first two levels of fire brick almost entirely out of Kelvin clay from the beneath, from killing the what do you call it? Wow, what do you call those things? Dirt blazes? Yeah. The multi-block. The Steam multi-blocks? I haven't yet. I think I'd like to. I probably should. How hard are the Steam multi-blocks to make? Let me see here. Early automation. And this is rhyolite bricks. That's very specific. Oh, yeah. Oh, these are not hard. Yeah. Yeah, you've inspired me. I'll do it. I'll make the Steam multi-blocks. Okay. A little water. The winds are in our favor. Which multi-block's gonna be best the fastest? I'm guessing Presser would be nice. Bloomery, yeah, the Bloomery. The Bloomery feels like a no-brainer. Probably do the Bloomery. And then probably the smelter. Never gonna have enough smelting. For all that, I'm probably gonna need the large bronze boiler though. And I'm gonna need some steel barrels to hold the steam. Right now I have no buffer holding the steam, and it's tough. Like, I'm just burning through so much creosote because I don't really have any steam buffer. So anytime I'm using a machine, I need to have it rolling at full blast. So I really should add some kind of a steam buffer. That would help a lot. Yeah, I haven't made any. I actually only recently saw those pop up. I don't know if I'm just dumb and I've missed them or if they got added in a recent update. How bad are they? Steel repair kit. Unfired. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Stone dust, unfired brick, and a steel dust. That's so easy. Create tank for buffer. I might do that because, man, those steel barrels are really expensive. Create tank for buffer. Ah, that's a great idea. And I'd like to have some spare create tanks crafted because then I can make steam engines. Love me some steam engines. That would let me run my auto forge at full speed. Yeah. Let's see. Elon. Okay, where are we at? Rainfall is super high. Average temperature is 23. Temperature's 23. What are we looking at here? 23. 23. Okay, so we can't get rubber figs here because it's too hot. 23. This is ideal climate for Havea. Let me, I think I actually want to go a little more north. Yeah? Because it's max temperature 26, and we are at 22. Nah, okay, east is fine. East is fine. Oh, yeah. It's rubber season, boys and girls. We're getting some rubber. Oh, yeah. Okay. Doing all right. I've really got a lot of things in the progression that I need to figure out. Greenhouse. See, I love the idea of having a greenhouse. I really do. But it's all that dang glass. Maybe you know what it is? Maybe I just need to figure out mass glass production, because I think if you have a table pour setup that's large enough, which would just mean a whole bunch of bronze plated bricks, I think you can make a lot at once. Really? A desert base? You think so? Guess it'd be too hot to grow most things, and water management would be a nightmare. Maybe I'll do a desert start. That might be an entertaining series. Goodness, that does sound pretty horrible. You know, it'd be fun doing a desert hardcore. Very hot in the water. Yeah. I would totally do a desert hardcore run. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that sounds terrible. Gosh, you'd have to be kitted for cold survival and hot survival. Whoop, we got land. We got land. You got land. Land ho. Not that I think you're a hoe. That's not what I'm saying, land. I love you, land. I'm sorry. Okay, this looks promising. This looks very promising. Very small island. Okay, I'm seeing rainbow eucalyptus. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Drop anchor. Always waypoint. There you go. All right, what we got? Get that armor on. Oh, not so bad with the shade. Acacia. Ah! Ah! Oh! We got it. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now a rubber civilization. Hand it over. I do hope this will actually grow if I plant it north. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. That would be awkward if it didn't. Oh, now I gotta make room for it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make some soups. And that'll help me clear up some of my inventory too. First things first, this is going in a chest. Right away. Oh. Okay. What happened to my ship? Well, that's interesting. Do you have any idea what just happened? Because I don't. I appear to not have a sloop anymore. What happened? How? Did I just park too close to the coral? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, by these. No! No! Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh, you're joking. Am I stranded? Alright, first things first. I need to get those out of those chest entities and into chests because I don't trust those chests. Oh my gosh. That is devastating. That is devastating. Oh my god. I'm still processing that. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, like a rowboat, maybe? I guess I could make a canoe. Worst case, but then I'm gonna have all these items stuck here. Oh my gosh. I'm like in shock. This is like the worst thing that could have happened. My gosh. I guess we're making a camp. I guess we're making a summer home. Making a summer home. That's so unfortunate. We're stranded. Yeah, canoe. I might make a canoe. Ow. This coral, man. Yeah, that's pretty devastating. Well, it's Castaway. Okay. Do some more, rosewood, acacia? Doesn't matter. I don't know. I'll make rosewood chests. Wow. I am a doofus. Wait, what am I doing? Okay. First of all, let's get some light down. Oh. Oh. Wow. How bad is a canoe? Let's see here. Station. No. You know, I think I might be able to kayak. No. That takes 2 large waterproofs. I don't have that. Canoe. Yeah. Gosh. That's so painful. Nope. Okay. Ow. Stop it. Wow, this is catastrophic. Whoops. Oh, cool. I just destroyed all my magma. That's fine. Oh. Oh, I'm like cringing. All right. Can't cry forever. Gotta do something about it. Let's see what we got here. Permissive canoe. Okay. Place 3 stripped logs in a row. And then use a saw. Okay. What kind of logs are we gonna use? How about a mahogany canoe? How about that? Okay. Now we saw it. Yeah. I don't remember how I did this before. Cut off the tops with a saw. Horizontally. And then cut off the tops with a saw. Is it because I have something in my offhand? No? What am I doing wrong? Does it have to be a specific wood? Let me see. 3 stripped logs. Cut off the tops with a saw. Canoe paddle. Strip logs, that's all it says. 3 strip logs. Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Yeah, you're probably right. Still no. To do that. Let me try a different wood, I guess. Maybe it needs to not be one of the Terrafirmagreg woods. Let's try this one. Or not. See, I know I made one of these before. How about spruce or oak? Let's try oak. Oak is a hardwood. It'd have to be a hardwood. I built it on land once before. I'll try. It might need to be a hardwood. That might be what it is. That or that's completely not what it is. What? All right, what am I doing wrong? A softer wood. Well, you could have put that on the first page. All right, spruce. Spruce will work. I've got spruce on me. Where's my spruce? 1, 2, 3. you could have put that on the first page, guys. Alright. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. I was on the right track. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Okay, now what? They couldn't have just said put 3 stripped softwood logs in a row. They couldn't have done that. Okay, carve with an axe. Saw, axe. Ice. And then light it on fire. Here's my torch. Torches. It's burning time. There you go. Had to right click it. Alright. Okay, that's making. Now I'm gonna need a canoe paddle. panel. That's just one of these and one of those. All right. Oh, it's going to be so hard to get this stuff back. How about a rowboat? How hard would one of those be? Let's see. Rowboat. Scaffolds are easy. We need copper bolts. And 2 oarlocks. How bad is that? It's a double ingot, so 4 double ingots. Ooh. Lesson learned. Next time, maybe bring a backup option. Yeah, I mean, I can make a canoe, but it's only going to be what's on me. I'm going to have to leave so much stuff behind. So much stuff. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm just so lazy. The transport is so mind-numbing. I don't know. Well, there's pyrite. Pyrite is a source of iron, right? Oh, because I'd need a bloomery. And that's way too much effort. Yep, I'd need a bloomery for that. That just don't make no sense. Exposed realgar. Figure I may as well explore a little while it's curing. Alcopyrite. Ooh. Hello. Wow, is it that dark that mobs can spawn? No, that can't be right. He must have come from a cave, because mobs don't spawn on the surface. Kapak. Yeah, he came from in here. Okay. Ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Alright, I will. More Kapak. Sold. Deal. I'll do it. Okay. Yep. That's a good amount. Yeah, that's nice. Because you can turn the logs into rubber, right? So I don't even have to wait for them to grow. I don't even know if they will grow up north. Hello. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that should do it. Okay. Rowboat's still going. I'm gonna have to make some really hard decisions. Alright. Let's, Well, consider a vein. Let's make a little camp. Yeah. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Burn the mahogany. Yeah, let's make some soup. Yeah, passive latex would be really amazing. I just don't know if they grow up north. I really hope they do. They probably do, honestly. I'm gonna try it. But part of me is afraid that maybe it won't work. Oh gosh, do we have fresh water? That would be hilarious if we didn't. For soup. Temperature? Average 21. In this area is 25 or 40 in the sun. Bear meat. And why not? Some blackberries? Blackberries. Oh, for the... oh, yeah, yeah. I'm definitely below the minimum. I'm definitely below the minimum for it. We check survival. Yeah, minimum temperature is 17 Celsius. I mean, I'll hit 17 Celsius in the summer, I think. But, well, I guess the minimum for production is 12 Celsius. So probably for like one season or maybe 1.5 seasons, I'll actually be getting latex. But I mean, it's something. It's more than nothing. So you're probably right. I can grow it if it's in the summertime, most likely. Let's make us some soup. Gosh, I feel so dumb. Completely stranded myself here. I feel so dumb. Alright, I'm leaving the lepidolite and the sylvite and all that stuff. It's not necessary. Might take the rice seeds, because that's so useful. Everything else I pretty much have. Okay, boat's done. I don't have anything to tie it down with. So I better work fast. Taking my lunchbox. Leaving the bow. Better leave, like, most of this stuff. Yeah, maybe late spring. Get out of here, rainbow eucalyptus. Nobody likes you. Ah. Good bucket. Get around. Soup time. Cool off. Oh, really? Pineapple paper? Pineapple paper. How do you do that? Pineapple leather? Oh, yeah, pineapple leather counts as paper. Fiber is 8. Pineapple's 1 fiber. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, you're right. That is pretty good. I don't know if I got any pineapple bushes. Are there any on this? Oh. Hello. He's drifting. He's definitely drifting. Oh, how do I get him? Nailed down. I'll just have to keep track of him. Better work fast. Yeah. Are there pineapple bushes around here? It would be nice. Hello there. What are you? Actually, I have no reason to kill it. My gosh, chickens. Oh, chickens. I'll have to come back for them. We need a greenhouse. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I better save pineapples for our return trip, because I'm going to have to come back anyways for all this stuff. Alright, what am I leaving behind? Flux, can get that up north. All this blackwood, it's really cool, but I better leave it. No. Mahogany. Okay. More blackwood. Black oak. Leaving the cheesecloth. Lumber. Moss block. More lumber. I'll leave the 4 copper bolts. I'll leave the rawhide. Oak supports. Bone needle. Bottle. The red alloy. Take the Kepok saplings, obviously. Bring some of the wood. We're keeping the fruit saplings. This will be food for the trip. The vessels of food. Be the jar. Because I hate glassworking. Sugarcane seeds. Sun table salt, animal fat. I'm taking the 12 beeswax. That's a good find. Pin oak. That's all cosmetic. I will keep the rice seeds. That's a very versatile find. Lemons, cocoa. Oh, yeah, my red steel bucket, of course. I want to hold on to that. Do I want 15 emeralds? What are they used for? Ah. I'll leave it. Can leave the bow. Guess we'll take the candles. Ah, I have room for them. I'll take them. Okay, I will take the lepidolite. What is sylvite even used for? Rock salt, which is, I'm guessing, salt. Oh, that turns into sylvite powder. That's not very useful. Leave the sylvite. Halite would be nice. Yeah, why not? That seems about right. Yeah? That should do it. Okay, ready to roll. Whoops. Not leaving anything important? Well, I'm leaving the pot. Yeah, I'll take the pot. I might need it. What are the crops in your base? I have most of these. Like, I don't have bell peppers. I do have, I should take bell peppers. I've got onions. I've got wheat. Squash, I think. Maybe not soybeans. Pumpkins, yes. Rye, yes. Yeah. I'll sneak these into some baskets. How about that? I think white grapes and soybeans I don't have. Tomato, maybe not. Yeah, that'll do it. Or soup. Yeah, pretty much all the cold crops. I have not really... I've explored a little bit. Like, I have some jute. I've got flax. But I haven't focused a lot on food or cooking. My cooking situation's very rudimentary. I just shove stuff in a pot. I think that's the best we got. I think that's it. We're heading out. We'll make one, because these are about to go bad. Blackberry salad. Yep. Okay. To home we go. Why am I dying? I'm hot, aren't I? No? Oh, it's coral. Alright, it's coral. Really? Cucumber? I don't think I have cucumber. So much. I think that's about the right direction. Alright, now I'm going to engage in the riveting practice of holding W. So I guess I'm gonna have to find something good to talk about in the meantime, huh? Humid and hot crop. What, cucumber is? Oh, the best food crop is cucumber, not cold crop. Really? What's so good about cucumber? I'm not a huge cuke guy. Oh boy, I could get AI viewers? That's awesome. I got tired of entertaining humans. Maybe I can entertain robots. That sounds like a great use of time. And that's a username that's definitely not auto-generated. More nutrients. Really? Is there a, is there an auto walk? That would be nice. Is there not an auto walk? Come on, you're killing me. I could have swore there was. Could have sworn. Oh, if I really genuinely have to hold W all this way, I don't know if I'm gonna survive. Because now when I open my inventory, it stops. I can't even be in menus. Gosh. This is the worst. I ought to. I actually came really close to crafting an airship, but I wanted to make the sloop before the airship because it just felt right, you know? You're right, it's not that expensive. I should. Maybe I could do the cargo airship to bring everything back. Come on. I just know that there was an auto walk. Do it. Is it? No waypoint. I'm going crazy over here. Am I headed in the right direction? Yes. That looks like the shortest distance. Yep. Do. I guess I should plan for the future, huh? Now that I've got rubber... Yeah, we should do a, we should do a factory, like a proper building. I guess clay bricks, which I guess excavators. Okay, if we're talking about an excavator... That's drills? I think I can make ULV. Drills. Yeah. Create drills. Mechanical drill. Oh, it takes blue steel. But yes, it is ULV. Hello. I'm hot. That's what it is. I love shaders. First automate rubber? Really? Okay. But when you say automate... When you say automate, are you talking... tree tap? Mechanical pump into create tank? And then from there into vats and whatever in order to process it into vulcanized latex? Like all the way from tap? I guess that probably the way to go. Yeah. Nice. Sulfur. Oh. No, that should be okay. There's lava near. Not too far. There's a volcanic island not too far from the coastline of my continent. Storage, yeah. Storage. Storage. Yeah, I really got to get my Steam storage up. You're so right about the create tanks, because it's multi-block. I was thinking this whole time, I'm so dumb. I was like, I need a multi-block tank, and I was looking for the Greg Tech multi-block tank, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, oh man, I guess there's no multi-block tank. Duh, create. That's a multi-block tank. Such a doofus. Yeah. So I guess that's what I should be doing. I should be grinding create multi-block tanks. Bunch for Steam, and then a bunch for latex. Yeah, that's a good point. So you want to min-max production so that when it is producing, you can produce enough for the whole year. That makes a lot of sense. Ha. Okay, so storage. Let's not die. Ah, man. This is gonna take up a large footprint, huh? Because I'm gonna need all these rubber trees growing. And then I'm going to need... I'm gonna need a better Steam setup in order to... Will I? Yeah, because you need Steam machines in order to convert the liquid rubber into ingots, right? So I probably am gonna need... Where am I gonna build this? It's like I want the rubber so I can make the excavator, so I can make the factory, but I need the factory to make the... I'm getting hot again, alright. Yeah, I sure am. I love Minecraft music. Oh! Like no space in between? Well, that's handy. That ought to do it. Okay. Yeah, okay, that helps. That helps. I guess just a bunch of mechanical pumps pulling the pulling out of the barrels, I'd imagine. Okay. Oh. That takes so long. It doesn't help that the canoe drifts. Like, if it didn't, I could just pin my W key down and... like, but it drifts left and right. Okay, so to recap, I slooped all over the equator, found rubber trees, and then immediately sank my ship. And had to build a canoe to get home. This has really been my day. The sap can go directly to the pipe. Really? Like a Create pipe or like a Greg Tech pipe? I'm trying to imagine how you would hook that up to the tap. Oh. I see. Okay, so you can pipe to the tap. Oh, that's glorious. Okay, a Greg Tick pipe. Okay, that makes sense. So that way I can use the wrench to open the top of it and have it drip down into the wrench or into the pipe. That makes sense. I oughta. Great idea. Open pipe under the tap. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, that's really handy. That's a piece of cake. So then where do I want to put that? Maybe behind all my machines? I have all my steam machines set up in like a little cluster. You'll see what I'm talking about. What season? It appears to be late spring. I might have missed my planting season. Late spring. So we should be coming up on when it can produce. Which is good. That's about right. Yeah, late. You think so? What, my planting season? Yeah, I think I did. It is possible that the garlic will grow, and I can just live off garlic for the year. Garlic... The cold resistance seems to be pretty decent, and so sometimes I can get 2 cycles of garlic where I live. Oh, yeah, too hot. 9 days to grow? Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah, because it's going to be early summer. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to get full yield. But I would be happy. I would be happy if I just got some. Like, if I just got enough rubber to make a few ULV and LV machines. Like, if I could get a steel mixer and a coiler and a rolling machine and a press, I'd be pretty happy. Be pretty happy. Is it in the book? I don't think it says. I don't know where to see that. Is that in, Terrafirmagreg. Yeah, I don't think it says. Yeah. Oh, I'm hungry. Don't worry, I made a salad. I have any soup left? Wow. Amazingly, I don't. Alright, well, we'll just munch on some pumpkin chunks and probably get scurvy. That's fine. What is a good voyage without a little scurvy? It's no voyage at all. Yup. I am dual streaming to Twitch and YouTube, so most likely anyone watching on YouTube just thinks I'm crazy and talking to myself, which I can live with because I am crazy. Why am I getting so hot so fast? I feel like it's gotten worse. At least no sharks. Absolutely. Absolutely. The only sharks I've really seen are the great whites, the orcas. But I haven't seen them be aggressive. Are they aggressive? Or is there a different kind of shark that is murderous? Because that sounds horrifying. That sounds like the worst. That sounds like the one thing that could make this journey even less successful. I don't know. Is it unsuccessful? I got the rubber. Orcas are neutral. Okay. So there are like gray sharks. Gosh. No? Or you're saying it's a good thing there are not sharks in this mod pack? How close am I? Oh, it's so painful. Where's the sloop when you need it? Okay, yeah, there's no shark. Yeah, I agreed. I've got enough problems with the tigers and bears and cougars. Like, all those predators are bad enough. If I had to contend with sharks... Eesh. Yeah, I have encountered the gators. I hate them. I hate the gators. I hate all of the mobs that can stun you. That's the worst. That... If ever there was a reason to craft a rifle, it would be that. Have you played the Greg Tech New Horizons? And I'm curious, if so, your opinion of Greg Tech New Horizons compared to TFG. I have played a little Greg Tech New Horizons. I have not got very far in it. Okay, I figured, you know, the world of Greg is only so wide. I like it. I like this better, but I like GTNH. I had a nice world on GTNH, and then my hard drive got corrupted, and it was no more. I probably put 200 hours into it, and it was no more. So I'm kind of feeling bittersweet about that. I have tried to restart it, but it's hard to get into it when I'm grinding clay and sand for the blast furnace and going, I did this already. Or God forbid, the smeltery. I got about as far as oil production, and that's when I lost the world. Really, really chaps my hide. It rustles my jimmies, but like in the negative way. I should be doing backups and stuff. I don't. I used to work in IT. I should know better. If you had to pick between GTNH and Terrafirmagreg, what would you pick? They're doing it, what? GTNH? Really? What's so big about it? Oh, TFG. You know, I saw they had some versions in beta or alpha, but I didn't look too deeply at the changelog. What's the highlight reel? 2.9, a lot of changes. Really? Okay. I'm curious what changes they're making. Hopefully. I don't know. Hopefully things that make your lives easier. Oh, are they adding nutrition levels yet? I know that was a big thing that TFC Modern took away. Was like crop cycles and rotation and fertilizer. Are they adding that back? Because that would be... No? Okay. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I want that back. It was a lot of semi-needless complexity. Then again, semi-needless complexity seems to be what this mod pack's all about, and I'm here for it. Okay, well, what's the change with crops? Like adding more of them, or what? I'm getting hot again. Oh. That's cool. I'm all for balance. I'm all for balance. Have you automated steel production? I'm sure you must have. From the sound of it, I can't imagine. I can't imagine you've been manually forging steel all the way to all the way to HV. Just IC2. Yeah, IC2. IC2 is closed source? I didn't realize that. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. You know, I will forever be indebted to IC2 because it's basically, in my opinion, IC2 is what created pretty much the entire modern Minecraft automation mod environment. I know Buildcraft, I think, came first. And yeah, that was big. But like IC2 is what brought it to the masses. IC2 is where your average person was like, oh, let me add this to the mod pack. With Galactica, really? I know, I know advanced rocketry is a big deal. I actually haven't really played advanced rocketry. But then with Galacticraft, there's like 1,700 different, you know, offshoot rewrites. They're all named something different. Is that because, Galacticraft devs gave it up. I mean, I just assumed that that's like, oh, well, they stopped maintaining it, and so now everyone's trying to continue it. But there's like what? There's Stellaris, there's Ad Astra, there's a bunch for different Minecraft versions, and they all get their own name. I assume different maintainers. A new mod to substitute Galacticraft. Okay. That's cool. You know, I wonder how the Terrafirmagreg devs focus as much on this mod pack as they do. I don't know how they're getting paid for this. I know CurseForge doesn't pay that much. And they're kicking stuff out so often, it feels like they're full-timing it. Like, how are they managing to do that? Since I would imagine that they're probably humans and probably need to eat food and have a roof to sleep under. I did not know that about Galacticraft. Galacticraft is closed source, but the devs allowed to change things, but you have to pay a fee. I did not know that. That kind of sucks. I don't like that. I don't like that. Is it that big of a profit center? I mean, how much money do you think he's actually making off of that policy? Probably not a lot. In exchange for hampering the advancement of Minecraft mod technology, I don't really like that. I get not wanting to have people clone your mod and then take credit for it. I get that. But at what cost, you know? And I feel like at some point when you're big enough... I don't know. Yeah, how many mod packs use Galacticraft? A lot. Definitely it used to be like all of them. I'm sure it used to be like all of them. But even then, I mean... every resource... because I've thought about, what if I just tried to make Minecraft mods full-time? That'd be an awesome job, right? I've looked into it, and what everyone is saying is, there is no way. The best it will ever be is side money. There is... off CurseForge monetization? Absolutely no way. At least that's what everyone's saying. Don't get me wrong, it'd be really cool, but it seems like even if you have, you know, 600,000 people download your mod, you're getting like a few $100 is what people have been saying. Which is cool. It's cool to say, oh yeah, I made $400 off a super successful Minecraft mod. That's cool, don't get me wrong. But $400 over a couple years, that is not gonna pay the bills. Maybe I'm underestimating it. Maybe it's better than that. But people on Reddit do not seem to be indicating it's better than that. I'd like it to be. Man, I did not know that though. That Galacticraft is closed source and they charge people money to make edits. It's bizarre. I mean, I guess I could see if he like charges if he's doing the custom development work for you. I could kind of see that. But even then, it's like, yeah, it'd be cool if it was open source and he offered to do the development for a fee. That would be nice. Because then it's like, now you're paying for labor, and I understand that. Seriously? For example, the Twilight Forest devs have not completed the mod in 11 years, and the only thing that is not in Twilight Forest is the final boss. They ban you for their Discord if you ask. That's hilarious. That's really dumb. Why can't we all just get along? Why can't we all be friends? and link hands and dance into the sunset. The world would be a utopia if all of the Minecraft devs could just cooperate. There's actually so much drama, though. Like, I know there's the whole Minecraft Forge thing where everyone's mad at Lex Manos and we're like, I'm making my own. And then Twilight Forest, and then Industrial Craft, and then Galactic Craft. Like, so much drama, man. Why can't we just... Oh, and Valkyrian Skies Clockwork versus Create Aeronautics. Like, that is a feud. Really? I like Thaumcraft. I think it's cool. It's Thaumcraft, I think, is one of the earliest examples of a Minecraft mod that had a solid pizzazz? Polish, I think. Polish. When I think of early, like, I'm talking Tekkit Classic days. Nothing was as flashy as Thaumcraft. Like, it felt so good to use. And nowadays, a lot of mods have caught up to that level of polish. But just, man, I remember using Thaumcraft just felt so fun. Really? Thaumcraft 7 was announced for modern Minecraft. That sounds nice. That sounds really cool. Yeah, man. I'm all for Thaumcraft. I'm all for... You know, any of the old, like, Tekkit Classic era mods still being continued, I'm so here for it. Absolutely. Where would we be without Computer Craft? Where would we be without, Well, again, like, IC2. You know, you can say what you want about it, but we would not have modern, tech mod packs without IC2. It was the foundation. Oh, that makes sense. What they wanted is to add modern Thom things to GTNH, but Thom 4 doesn't allow a lot of modifications. Yeah, that makes sense. Tanya Dev doesn't care. Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm even thinking like Project E. Project E is cool. Equivalent Exchange was awesome back in the day. Don't get me wrong. I loved Equivalent Exchange. But it is horrifically overpowered. And Project E was made to make it not overpowered, but I still feel like it's ridiculously overpowered. So I get that as far as balancing. It's like there's some things that's like, oh, this would be really cool to add to our mod pack, but it kind of breaks the game. Who, Botania? Or Project E? I guess that's a fine line for Botania. I guess that's a fine line. I don't know. I don't know. At a certain point, if it's both magic and automation, like, is it that worth arguing about? I don't know. It's clearly both. It's clearly both. Which one is it more? Maybe that's the debate, but at what point does it start mattering, you know? Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't have my paddle in my hand. This is why I need to keep it in offhand. I'm a doofus. We're like most of the way there. We're like 65% there. Gosh. I want to show off my base. We'll see if I'm able to before I die of old age. God. Can't believe I beached my slope. Yeah, I still have so much nostalgia for, like... Yeah! Witchery and GTNH. I don't like... I'm just not a magic mod guy. I like my automation, and I like my automation pure, you know? Like, Thaumcraft is cool, because it's implemented in a way that feels very mechanical. But stuff like Witchery and, like, occult stuff, it just weirds me out. It makes me feel bad. I recognize I'm in the minority for that, but, like, I just don't. It's not my thing. Not my cup of tea. Thom is cool. See, Blood Magic, same thing. It's got cool mechanics, but, like, I would never touch it just because, I don't know. Occult creeps me out. I don't like to... I like to play with that stuff. But Thaumcraft, like, oh, yeah, Thaumcraft is really well done. In my opinion, very well done. I especially like the research. Like, it's really hard to make research in a game, much less a mod for a game, feel rewarding or like discovery. But making you go out there and scan stuff with the little thing and then bring it back to the desk and you use it to get points and spend the points on, like, that's cool. Yeah. Blood Magic and GTNH, not the, yeah. I don't know. I have always felt like, there's kitchen sink packs, and that's one thing. But GTNH is not a kitchen sink pack. It is very, like, obviously a tech and automation focused pack. So to me, it feels like it's just kind of thrown in. It just doesn't feel like it fits to me. But we're getting close. The bees. See, I never really figured out forestry bees. I know all the way back in Tekkit Classic days, people used to make bases that entirely ran off of uranium produced by forestry bees, right? Like, I know you can do crazy stuff like that, but I have never really dived into forestry mod. I've tried and I just never got far. Never got far enough to figure out actual production. I always have interest in it, though. Like, every time I play GTNH, I look at the beehives and I'm like, someday I will learn. Someday I will best you. I think my crowning achievement in all of my Minecraft career was Tekkit Classic. I was like probably 15 years old, and I made a mobile base using a Caterpillar drive with Buildcraft. Was it Buildcraft or Railcraft? Frames? It's a frame engine. I think I peaked. I peaked then. I have never been able to live up to that. But we try. We try. I want to get into forestry and beekeeping in my GTNH playthrough. I guess I gotta watch a YouTube tutorial on it. Oh man, that did not age well. I was taught by a friend whose name is Diddy the Beater. Oh boy. Oh. I take it this was before recent events. Would be my guess. Oh, we're gonna make landfall. We gotta scoop around to the west. toward the western seaboard. Yeah, look at that. And the beater. They need to add forestry-style bees to Terrafirmagreg. Man, he was before his time. He was before his time. It's nice. It is nice to talk to someone who is one with the Minecraft community. That is, I think, my favorite thing about streaming Terrafirmagreg in particular is it's such a niche mod pack for such a niche type of person that it's got a nice little community, I think. It attracts people who are like OG Minecraft connoisseurs. I agree, the TFGBs are easy. I do like that about them. I do find them kind of a pain just because I've got pretty bad ADHD. And so I'll go, oh yeah, when the sun goes down, I have to harvest a beehive. And then the sun goes down and I forget about it because I'm doing something else. But I think the answer there is I just need to make a beekeeping suit. And then the bees won't be annoying. But also, like, beekeeping is hard in the north because most of the year they're dormant. So, like, if I put them by... Well, then again, I guess my crops can't grow when they're dormant anyways. So if I want them for enhancing crop yields, then I guess they work whenever the crops are growing. So, yeah, I probably am underutilizing my bees. I could be using my bees better. Five viewers. So welcome newcomers. Basically what's going on is I'm a freaking idiot. And I brought my sloop to go get rubber trees. And then I crashed it on some coral. And it sank my ship. And I had to make a canoe. And I'm canoeing home. We're like almost there. We are almost there. We went all this way. But yeah. Basically I'm stupid. So laugh at me. The traits matter a lot in TFG. Yeah, I gotta experiment more with bees. What it is I need to set up a more sophisticated bee arrangement. Because, like, I got all the bees that have the mutant trait, which is cool because it lets you, make new types of bees really fast. But also, I know that trait's got some negatives. Third streamer I've seen wreck their sloop. Yeah, that was my first sloop that I've ever made. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. And I've been super careful with it. And then I wasn't. I guess I just got too complacent. I think it was the coral, though. Fornius was saying, like, I don't think I was that close, but I guess the coral spikes do damage, so no more sloop. Yeah, I'm a doofus. I'm an idiot. It's okay though. We got the rubber. That's the important bit. We got the rubber. We can make our circuits. Let's set up some proper rubber automation. It's gonna be good. Yeah, I could be getting more out of bees. I know it. And especially if I could stop being lazy and actually make some jars. But God, glassworking, dude. God. Bad. I'm trying to skip this peninsula here so I can hit the rivers. Because then I can travel a lot faster to my base. The rivers. We need more food. Elderberry salad. Let's go. Elderberries are gonna go bad anyways. Elderberry salad. Drink up while we're at it. Alright, continue on. There, paddle. Off we go. Precarious, are you trying to tell me you've never wrecked a sloop before? You trying to tell me this is your first... Did I just drop something? Or was that empty hand? I did, didn't I? No? No? I did not drop something. Okay. You've traveled almost 10k blocks. Yeah. And it's feeling like it. It's feeling like it. We've got one. Never what? Oh, never made one. Okay, well, fair enough. Fair enough. I will say, it's really fun. It's really fun to sail the sloop. I don't regret it. I will be making another one. But, yeah, I do be feeling dumb. It's so easy to judge. It's so easy to judge. I'd like to see you sail a sloop. See, I know in my head... rowboat, yeah, rowboat is awesome. Rowboat is awesome, I'll give you that. But the sloop just goes so fast. Plus 6 chests, plus it can transport animals. And if you're multiplayer, it can carry a lot more people. Granted, I don't think that this mod pack appeals to a lot of people who are big on multiplayer. But for those of us who do really like multiplayer, having several seats is very nice. And it's like, it just moves so fast. It's like creative mode flying speed. It's really nice. Granted, that's when the winds are right. But you can get good. You can get good at using the wind to your advantage. If you do a little bit of tacking, you're good. You're golden. Even when the winds aren't blowing favorably. Yeah, airship for safety. I really ought to make an airship. I do plan on making an airship. Maybe even before I remake the sloop. Much better to be stranded on... Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You got me there. Better to be stranded on an island in a group. Yeah, I guess I can't say it's really that amazing, given the fact that I am in my current situation. But yeah, I like it. I like the sloop. Maybe for the same reason I like fountain pens. Are they efficient? No. Absolutely not. Are they the best way of doing things? No. They're cool, though. They're a relic of a lost time. I think the only multiplayer I know that have streamed TFG is Cat. Who's Cat? I'm curious. I'm straight dying. More pumpkin chunks. Let's go. Give me the scurvy. Who is Cat? I know I need to get more familiar with the TFG community. But I am unfortunately very uneducated. I know like 2 YouTubers that played TFG, and I can't remember what their names are. A married couple, they're big in GTNH. Oh. Well, that's cool. That's cool. See, I really like streaming TFG with my wife, but the problem is our internet is so bad that only one of us can stream at a time. Unfortunately. I don't know, maybe I could stream in like 480p, 15 FPS. But haven't tried it. So most of the time when we play TFG, it's actually her streaming. But I'm all for TFG married couple. Thank goodness. Okay, look at that. Look at that. We made it back to my rowboat. It's smooth sailing from here on out, fellas. As you can see, I have a very sophisticated dock. The finest of naval infrastructure here. Maritime infrastructure. I know what you're thinking. Wow, sickin'. I wish I had your building skills. Yeah. Just built different, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Well, easy peasy. Let's bring her home. Whoops. Just drank seawater. Silly me. All right. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. It's gonna be easy peasy from here on out. The legendary 144p stream. Yes. You joke, but that's about what our internet would support. We live out in the middle of nowhere, and we have a nobody ISP, and allegedly we're getting like 6 up and like 40 down. Realistically, we get about 10 down and maybe 2 up, and it fluctuates. Sometimes we'll be getting like literally 300 kilobits per second up. So try streaming on that. Is that an ore that I've missed this whole time? Yes, it is. What is that? It's not on my map. What is that? That is mica. It's a mica vein. And kyanite. Okay, we're gonna mark it. Let's make sure the river doesn't take my ship. My ship. This is definitely a boat. This is not a ship. What am I saying? I'm tripping. Alright, let's go here. What really is the distinction between a ship and a boat? Is it just size? Are there any naval nerds in the chat that can clarify this? I don't know either. But I know if you say the wrong one, all of the naval connoisseurs will climb over each other to correct you. But I don't actually know the difference. Like, obviously a cruise ship is a ship. Look at that thing, right? Yeah, I mean, if you ask the average person, they'll probably tell you it is the same. But the naval people are like, no, it's not a boat, it's a ship. You've insulted my heritage for calling it a boat. We're getting close now, fellas. We're almost there. A battleship is a ship 100%. Yes, absolutely. Like a galleass, that is a ship. Okay? But then a submarine, right? A submarine, if you're going just by in terms of size, like, military submarines should be ships. But you know what the German word for submarine is? Undersea boat is the direct translation. Okay, so what is it? What is the difference between a ship and a boat? It's Untersee Booten, right? Am I crazy? Fornius, what did I say wrong? Is that not the translation? I couldn't tell you. All I know is a rowboat is definitely a boat. And a cruise ship is definitely a ship. I would say anything big enough that you can dock a boat to it is a ship. At least. But then I don't think you can dock a rowboat to a sloop, and I'm pretty sure a sloop is considered a ship. So, I don't know. Anti-baby-pillen is my favorite German word. Yes. Anti-baby-pillen. The Germans have such a way with their language. It is staggering. I have such respect for the German language because they just be putting words together in the most glorious way. Like ambulance being Krankenwagen, that just makes sense. Okay, what we got here? What we got? Hey, here we go. Oh yeah, we're home. Ladies and gents. The moment you've all been waiting for. Now you get to judge me. Come on, horse. Okay. Got a little, just a touch of road infrastructure. Just a touch. A little bit. Ooh. What's wrong, horse? Alright, I get to give you a tour of my base. So first of all, I've got an aqueduct bringing spring water, because up here in the north, spring water is the only thing that doesn't melt. So, I'm bringing spring water all this way with an aqueduct. And I'm dropping it. Ah yes, Scheitenfreude. Personal favorite. I have a German friend taught me that one. Scheitenfreude. And Backpfeifengesicht. Personal favorite. Can thank Flula for teaching me that one. So I'm bringing the spring water down, and that's serving as a channel for the auto forge to collect and recycle the inputs, basically, so that the inputs don't despawn. Let me get my horse tied up so I can give a closer look at the... oh my gosh, my sheep have grown up. Those were not adults the last time I was here. Hello there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can refill my milk. Yep, milk. Put our milk in here. Where? It's 2. I have 3 ewes. Okay. I did build a feeding trough, so that's keeping them from forgetting who I am. And you can see it worked quite well on the juveniles. Good grief. Let's enable breeding. How about that? That should do it. Okay. Ditch this ore and replace it with my walking stick. Oh, I left my cane on the island, actually. I'll have to make a new one. Trying to milk a male sheep is an option. You can certainly try. No one can stop you from trying. Does the sound okay? Oh, it sounds fine now. Oh. Never mind. The sound sounds weird to me, but I don't know if that's just on my side. Okay, we're gonna store some of this stuff. Where do I keep my seeds? I can't remember. I keep them in the house. That's what it is. Okay, yeah, this place is really a mess. This is my forge area. I know, I feel embarrassed. Just have all this stuff laying out. The thing I'm most proud of is probably the auto forge. So, I'm so cheap, I actually move my bellows and crucible over to the forge every time I make steel. But basically I just set the crucible under here, set the bellows up on the blast furnace. And I've got a mechanical pump. Oh. When did that get disconnected? Gotta put that back. Anyways, it turns the mechanical pump. A windmill turns it. And how it works is basically there's a chute connected to this chest. So you put the inputs in the chest, you know, your flux. I use wrought iron ingots because it just seems to be the most efficient that I've found. I could use blocks to save flux, but the problem is blocks take so long to heat up that it actually seems to use more fuel by a good margin. Plus, the blast furnace can only hold 10 buckets worth of fluid, so you can easily overwhelm that using blocks. Those, basically, it drops them down via the chute. Once the blast furnace inputs get high enough, obviously there's like a block in there for the inputs that gets taller. So once it gets too tall, it pushes those items into the water. The water pushes it into this hopper, which collects it and stuffs it into this pipe to go back into the chest. Once the inputs on the blast furnace are completely full, then the chute can no longer drop anything. And so all the items, all the inputs end up stacked back in the chest. I cannot take credit for this design. It was someone on YouTube. I absolutely will find his username so that I can credit him. I might make a sign or something with his name on it. But from there I have it mechanically pumping into this mold, and with a hopper underneath. That brings it through an item pipe into the helve hammer, where these helve hammers are chained. So once it's done, it pops, like it works it into pig iron, right? The pig iron ends up in this first helve hammer. That gets worked through its first step, and then through its second step to high carbon. And that ends up dropped into this chest. And it works very fast. The helve hammers, not so much, because my mechanical power setup is not very sophisticated. But they work at a decent speed. And it's fully auto, so I just leave it running in the background when I do a batch of steel. And it makes quite a lot. Makes quite a lot of steel. It's very nice. It's making my life much easier. And then, of course, if I want the pig iron for making special steels, then I have to handle that its own way. Like, for instance, by disconnecting the hopper, or disconnecting the item pipe from under the hopper. I do want to set up an easier way to toggle that on and off. Okay, let's see here. Let's get this place lit up. Peach leaves, that's nice. Okay, so as you mentioned, Fornius, I do want to get those Havea trees, or Kapok trees, planted as fast as possible, because I don't have too much of a production season left with them. As for where I'm going to put them, I'm leaning toward behind the auto forge. Please pull it up. That's kind of how I'm feeling. Oh, the snow's melting. Yeah, plant the latex. That's what I'm thinking. Catpox saplings. Okay. Where do I put these? How about back here? What do you think about back here behind the machines? Like in this area, I'll set up a big row of temperature. Let's bring 13.8. Be good enough to grow it, right? Yeah. Capoc. 13.4. Yeah, we're right above the minimum. Hammock spam. What's the advantage of Oh, you mean to pass days to get deeper into the season? I guess that is an option. I don't know. I think we've just reached the temperature where it can start producing, so I think we should be okay. If you hammock spam and move the days and seasons really fast, does it actually does it also increase? Oh yeah, they take a month to grow. Will it grow them? Or will they still grow at the same rate and I'll just move the seasons faster? Because that would not be ideal if it's the latter. Let's bring this down. 2 lines? Okay. Oh yeah, 2 lines into the same pipe. I'm catching what you're throwing. Catching what you're throwing. There's my shovel. There's my shovel. 2 lines. TFC all progresses. Okay, yeah, I might do that. I might hammock spam. It's not a bad idea. I guess I should start building my pipe infrastructure now. I may as well. While they're still growing, that'll give me something to do. So I'm going to run my piping. Oh, should I change this? Should I have it be angled this way? That would make the piping a lot easier and cheaper. I am going to do that. I'm going to turn the line the other way. We're going to do it like this. Yeah? Do the taps. Oh, you mean like make the taps? Forge them? Yeah. It's a good idea. More than 12 taps. Yeah, but where's the fun in that? We're all about overkill. The factory must grow. Okay, I might start with... I tell you what. I'm gonna start with a few taps. And we can always add more taps later. The biggest thing is, I think, having them all grown is going to make life easier. Even if I only run the piping and the taps a few blocks in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be 10. This is 12. This is 14. 12. Might do 12 or 14. I may as well, you know. I'll put it this way. I'd like to not have to think about latex for a very long time. Because this has been traumatic for me. Getting the latex. Let's let bygones be bygones. I really need another cane. It's killing me. Let's fix that right now. Oh, I need a better storage setup at this point. I'm bringing so many spoils home. Yeah, storage the bigger issue early. Yeah, that really is my issue right now. I need like a proper storage solution, which unfortunately is my weak point. This is really where my wife excels, but this is not the world I have with my wife, so I will have to figure out some kind of an organization scheme. Tab go in the external line. What do you mean by the external line? Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Because the tap takes up a block? Is that why? Is that why? That would make a certain amount of sense. Yeah, I guess that does make sense. You probably can't have 2 taps in the same block. Yeah, that makes... That's... Okay, so they go on the external. Alright, that makes sense. Okay. You can dump it all into item vaults later once you get the stock link. Yeah. I haven't really used the stock link much. Is it that useful for retrieving specific items from a vault? I'm getting real hungry. It's soup time. That sounds nice. I'd really like to make a very sophisticated create item storage and retrieval solution, which I know is overkill because there is AE2 in this mod pack, but it'd be really cool. All right, we're gonna make some food here. Starters, this bear meat's going bad. Actually, the pheasant's going bad faster. Let's get some fruit in there. We need to recover a bit from our scurvy. It's pretty bad, honestly, but it's the best option, TFG. Okay, fair enough. AE is a long way. Yeah, I'm sure you're right. I'm sure it is a very long way. It can only request items. It has no internal inventory or crafting grid. Yeah. That doesn't sound like the best. But really tells me is the GregTech storage crates not working properly with the inventory mod. Really? I haven't messed much with the storage crates yet. Okay. We got an aqueduct there from a pond. It's something. Alright. We're making... to old Project Red inventory. I remember Project Red, but I can't remember what you might be referring to inventory-wise. Project Red. Unless I changed something that broke it, none of the move all hotkeys work with them. Wow, that sucks. That sucks royally. I don't think we have any vegetables, which is very sad. Oh yeah, we gotta plant. We gotta plant our seeds as well. It's late spring. PR just had a pipe that you request items. Good chance. Yeah, I never used it. I never had reason to, or maybe I was just too scared of it. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Okay, what kind of seeds are we planting? Gotta figure out where to put my fruit trees now that I have those. See, I'm afraid because I know I'm gonna want to build a factory somewhere, but I also want fruit trees somewhere, and I'm afraid of building fruit trees somewhere that I'm gonna need to put my factory. Chat, what do I do? Where do I put my fruit trees? Do I put them in my front yard like this? Already got two. I could continue this into a walkway and just have fruit trees lining the sides. That might be nice. Orange, olive, cocoa, lemon, peach, banana. Banana will definitely need to be in a greenhouse. Oh yeah, I have cheese. Yeah. I put all my bowls. Oh, they're here. Okay. Can change in the future. Yeah, but they take so long to grow. Listen, I like my pumpkins. Don't get me wrong. I like my pumpkins. But when you're on an all pumpkin diet and... Whoa! Okay, good to know. I've put this too close. When you're on an all pumpkin diet and you go to the beneath, it's a bad time. I've lived the all pumpkin life, and I don't know if it's for me. I don't know if I can handle it. Let's see here. Got so many meats going bad. 4 days. Chevon. Let's do that. Here's the water. Cucumber and boiled egg sandwiches. Ooh. That sounds like a strat. See, I found chickens, and you're not going to believe it. The first time I found chickens is on the island that I accidentally stranded myself. So when I go back over there, then I can add eggs to my diet. I am not on the alpha. I'm on, what is it, 0.27? Actually, it might be older version than that. I am not on the alpha. I think I'm on one version behind the latest release version. I think. Island would make a sweet base. I have thought about moving everything, and I joked that I might make this a summer home, but I'm kind of serious. I might make this a summer home. I mean, there was a rooster there. I'm sure if I had kept exploring the island, there's probably a hen as well. Extra backpack slot from Protein. What? Is this real? Are you pulling my leg? That sounds incredible. Can never have too many backpack slots. Coral reefs are the best thing in modern Minecraft. Just visually wise? Or you mean for the the silly mob farm mechanics you can do with the coral? You get one extra heavy item without exhaustion at 80% protein. Are you serious? That's crazy. Where put my water? There it is. Why am I using full buckets? I should be using my my jug for this, because it still makes the same amount of soup, but it's 1/10 the water. Yeah, that sounds incredible. You're making me want to try the alpha. Obviously, back up my world first. Bees chugger. Yeah, should I? Dude, should I make an island base? I will. Don't even play with me, because I will. Yeah, fix load times. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I could. Oh yeah, you're right. No fresh water. God, that's true. But what if I kept looking in that area and found one that did have fresh water? Am I lazy for not wanting to make the mechanical crafters for the economy plane before automating electron tubes? I mean, I guess with semi-automation, that's not so bad. I do have a bucket. Actually, that's a good point. I do have a bucket. I could infinite source. If I just made one more red steel bucket, I could infinite source. That's a good point. Don't automate electron tubes. Really? But look at this. Look at this. Look at this. LV assembler. Oh. Yeah, but you still need electron tubes. I mean, maybe. Hello there. My wife has joined us. So I went all the way down here looking for rubber trees. And I went all the way here and I found rubber trees, and then I destroyed my sloop. A boat.
Oh my God.
Actually, I think it's technically a ship.
So did you so that you could get home?
No, I made a canoe and spent the last probably hour and a half sailing home in a canoe.
Aren't the tubes in ass? What?
Aren't the tubes in ass? Well, they're not in mine. They are really annoying. They are really annoying. This is really annoying. Then again, this is not so bad, so I might just semi-automate.
Dude, are you already at, like, making those?
Yep.
What are those?
Yeah, deployers. I have a deployer. I've got a deployer.
Holy heaps.
I've also got an auto forge. I just showed it off. This basically handles steel production from beginning to end and deposits
Is that cast
steel.
iron?
Wait. Oh, this is yeah, this is cast iron.
Holy.
That's my cast iron. So it doesn't need an assembler, but it can if you do it with the assembler. It's just easier. But it's the same resources actually. You could just do with a deployer line, which I should probably make those deployers anyways. I'm thinking I might at least semi-auto it by making 4 deployers and 4 depots. Or 4 deploy. I guess that'd be 4 deployers and a mechanical belt.
There's no way. Then you'll manually move everything. Depots.
Yeah. It's like this sucks. This recipe sucks. I guess there is this one with ceramic circuit boards, but chemical bath, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna automate that. I do have a pretty okay windmill. I'm gonna continue making this taller and taller until I hit that aqueduct.
Oh, this is still your northern base, isn't it?
This is my northern base, yeah.
Still? Thought you were gonna migrate.
Yes, well, I thought about it. Our lovely friends in the chat are trying to convince me to make an island base down here. In the tropics.
The weather is better.
The weather is better. Yes, I will need a chem bath, but when will I need a chem bath is the question. How badly can I procrastinate it? You can only transfer 128 SU with steel. Yeah, but I mean, I can upgrade my my infrastructure once we get aluminum. 64 sales? Yeah, maybe. Maybe so. Maybe, yeah, maybe. I mean, how many is this? This is probably 32.
It seems tedious.
It would be. Rebuilding the auto forge would be a huge pain. I mean, it can be done, especially now that I have the materials. Next to a river... Next to a river is cool, but honestly, I kind of plan to moving to a steam boiler powered base for my create anyways. Maybe with automated syngas. Uh-oh. Hello? Hello? Okay, my stream disconnected. That's unfortunate. We're back now. I'm already a bucket. Yeah. But the greenhouse... Here's my problem with the greenhouse. Is the greenhouse takes all this reinforced glass. And all this reinforced glass means glass working. And I freaking hate glass working so much. So I'm 50-50 on the greenhouse. The steam way for reinforced glass though? Because for reinforced glass, it looks like for reinforced glass, I would need... The only other way you can do it is from tempered glass. And tempered glass requires an arc furnace and oxygen, and that feels really far off. So then the only way to do it now is glass working. And that sucks. Granted, what I was saying earlier was maybe if I made a really big table for a table pour, so I'm just making so many at once. But that's a lot of brass. Is it 16 panes per? But I'd have to make the full table. Let me do that again. Glass working. Glass working. Ash. Glass working. Come on, how do we table pour? Can't do a create farm in a greenhouse. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I could do a bedrock farm. That is an option. I could do a create farm at bedrock. And I can use those glow berries to keep permanent light source. I'll show you my bedrock farm. It's really rudimentary. It's not very impressive. Actually, before I do that, I need to plant my seeds. I really have to plant my seeds. Barley. Garlic. Barley. Do that. I think I got more seeds out here. Rye. More barley. Onion. We should have rice here. Yeah, rice seeds. I don't know if that'll grow up here, but it's worth a shot. Alright, we're gonna try it. Make a multi-block wooden tank for the latex. So you can do multi-blocks for liquid storage. How? What do you make them out of? Okay, I could swear that these were not here before when I looked for them. I could swear. This is so not hard. It's just gonna take a lot of them. That's crazy. I could have sworn I looked for the multi-block tanks and I did not get any result. Yeah, the create one for sure. The create one for sure. The create one is what, 8 buckets per block? Can the Greg Tech multi-block beat that? Here. GT1 has to be way cheaper. Is it though? I don't know if it is. The create one's not so bad. Yeah, 1 million buckets for a 3x3 is crazy. It might be 60. Yeah, it is 16. You're right. It is 16. Yeah, 1 million for a 3x3 is crazy. Can it hold steam? The wooden multi-block? Or does that have to be the bronze multi-block? Honestly, I might still do that. Glass. Yeah, for real. Glass. But at least this kind of glass, I think there is a steam way to shape it. Is there not? Could have sworn you could use molds. Okay, temperature limit, yeah. Okay, 1,000 buckets. 1,000 buckets is still pretty good. Let's see. Let's do the math on that. Let's do the math on that. 3 times 3 is... But it's 3 cubed, so that's 27 blocks. That's 37 buckets per block, roughly. Okay, ULV super tanks. Really? Oh my god. Yeah, you weren't kidding. Those are good. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get some crops planted. Okay. Just trying to help the ice melt. This is my This is my cabin where I first started. Oh, the LV. Oh, there is a ULV? Oh, basic super tank. Oh, you're so right. It's just a block of rubber. Oh, that's great. And it's still a million millibuckets, which is what, 1,000 buckets? But in one block? That's nice. Ooh. That's cool. Basic super tank. Here we got garlic. Ha ha ha. Deadbeat. Ha 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 ha. Deadbeat. Yacht tank? What the heck is a yacht tank? Got deadbeats in my yard. Really? GTNH also has them? Okay. 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 Relic of bygone eras from GTNH. Yacht tank is a GTNH multi-block. Okay. Okay. Beats. I'm all for it. Hippies everywhere. I know all these deadbeats on my lawn. I want potatoes because I want the vodka. Potatoes. I'm just trying to make inventory and it's not working. That's so much stuff. Really? See, maybe I didn't get into GTNH until much more recently, but it always at least had the multi-block tank, which I felt was decent. They unnerfed AE2 cells. Okay, yeah. See, I haven't gotten very far in GTNH is the problem. Because I started working on it, and then my world got corrupted because my hard drive failed. So, that was a bummer. Like, failed as in I couldn't even get to the files. Failed. So, it's not like I could have repaired it using software or anything. Like, it was toast. I actually took it to a hard drive repair place because I didn't have backups for it. Shame on me. And they said it was going to be, like, at least $2,500 to recover it. And even then, there was no promises, and it might end up being more or completely unrecoverable after spending all that money. And I was like, you know, I like my GTNH world. I don't think it's worth that much money. You know, $2,500 to $5,000. I think I'm just gonna have to take the hit. The yacht tower. Sounds opulent. Why is it worthless? You keep a GTNH backup on your phone? Do you have to manually transfer it from your computer to your phone? How do you have an Android and you set up a cron job to transfer the backup on a set interval? That would be a very GTNH player thing to do. You've heard of cloud backups. Now we have phone-based mobile backups. I mean, that does guarantee that wherever you are in the world where you might want to play GTNH, you do have your world backup with you. You just transfer it to downloads every few weeks. Okay, that works. That works. Cabbage? Yeah. Beats. Never know when the apocalypse might hit. So true. I had this false sense of security, and then look what happened. No more Greg Tech. Or no more, yeah, no more GTNH for me. So you're absolutely right. You never know. Back up your worlds, folks. You heard it here. Heard it elsewhere. That was truly a sad day. I actually lost so much on that hard drive. It was a lot more than GTNH. It was work stuff. It was personal projects. It was development projects. It was a lot. I'm actually kind of still sad about it, but this was years ago. And like an absolute genius, I still don't have backups of this one because I can't afford the cloud storage. So, yeah. Probably what I need to do is just, like, put a zip in Google Drive or something. That's probably what I need to do, yeah. Early game GTNH is the best part of the mod pack. Really? Really? There's a girl in Brazil saying the world is going to end before the end of the WC. The WC? What's the WC? The Wacky Convention? Actually giving their keynote address. Flash drive. Yeah, but bit rot is a thing. Bit rot is a thing. So if you use a flash drive and then you stick it in a closet, like if I don't play GTNH for a year and then I come back to it, my backup might be corrupted. World Cup. Okay, World Cup. Gotcha. Yeah, we'll see, man. Do I think the world is going to end? Yeah, I do. Do I think it's going to happen before the World Cup? Nah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. I mean, is it though? Is it though? I don't know about that, man. Because, like, think like, I'll give you an example. Stuff nobody thinks about. Cosmic radiation events, like solar radiation, right? Solar radiation, nobody thinks about it until it ends up causing, basically, like solar radiation jams some electrons into some parts of circuit boards where they aren't usually, and it flips a 0 to a 1, and then you get your power grid going out. You'll have cities like when there's a solar radiation event where their power grid goes out because there was a slight computer error because of solar radiation. So, like, I mean, you could stick it in a lead vault, but I don't have a lead vault. You're right that there's a good chance if I dropped it on a flash drive, it'd be totally fine. But then there's Google Drive, you know? Remember me to a speedrunner of Super Mario 64. Yeah. Yep. I mean, you know, we can joke, but like these things happen. These things happen. People don't think about them. That's the thing. People don't think about very unlikely events. But very unlikely events do happen if you wait long enough. So it's like, does this matter on a day-to-day? Nah, probably not. Unless you're running some super sensitive, like, power grid infrastructure or program for managing a nuclear reactor. But take that same principle that doesn't matter in the day-to-day and expand it over, you know, 5-10 years. And yeah, you could have a flash drive get a corrupted bit from a solar flare. Yeah, we had one not too long ago, at least in the US. And we did in fact have power grids go out. Mostly in like some small towns, I think, but probably where they didn't really have the proper infrastructure to, you know, account for random computer errors like that, but we did have power grids go out. Yeah, it should. I mean, think of it this way. If it can affect your computer, wouldn't they have to be powered? That's a great question. My understanding is that the way flash drives store power is with electrons. Am I tripping? Because what I thought it was is when it's plugged in, when it's connected, you've got a flow of electrons, and it's got a bunch of transistors, and the transistors flip from here to there to here to there, right, to set the data. And then when you unplug it, now you got electrons sitting around in there. And so I'm pretty sure if you have a solar flare and the solar flare hits one of those bits, it will flip it. I do believe that solar flares can launch hypercharged particles that will pass through solid matter. I mean, fact check me on that. But it's less so the flash drive, like the shell, and more so the electronics inside. Because, I mean, anything with a PCB, if it gets hit with a high energy, what's the word? Particle, then it's gonna get an extra electron or two dumped into the wire. Maybe so. I do have a couple tree taps. We might have to save the tree tapping for another night, ladies and gentlemen. I think we are coming up on the end of this little event. I really appreciate the viewership. I'm glad you guys popped in. I was able to chat with you guys a bit, get to know each other. And it definitely made my ride home, my very long journey home, a lot more bearable and entertaining. So greatly appreciate it. If you think I'm a marginally interesting person, I would love if you dropped a follow. If I'm not that interesting, I also understand. It is a big community, and there's a lot of people out there. 10k blocks, yeah. I think it might have been more at the end, because we're at -26, -32. We started at +7, +11. So I think that might be closer to 13. Maybe 14. In fact, probably closer to 14 or 15 because we had to bank here. Yeah, that was quite in a canoe. That was quite a journey. Precarious, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hopefully the next time I get on and we start working on rubber automation, then we'll have some more interesting adventures together. I am excited about this. It has taken me this entire day to collect rubber trees, but I think it's worth it. I'm excited to finally have some ULV machines. That's gonna be nice. In fact, I think in the short term, I did bring some Capac logs. How do I turn those into rubber? Is it an extractor? Vacuumizer. Oh, we can vacuumize it. Yeah, yeah. So already we should be able to start accessing rubber because we can vacuumize these latex logs. Let me do that real quick just because it's like part of the experience, you know. It's set to vacuumize. Yep. In you go. Oh yeah. Oh. It's so good. And you gotta vulcanize it, right? We do how? Vulcanized latex is latex and sulfur in a pot. Yep. So next time I get on, I'm gonna grab some sulfur from somewhere. Might have a little lying around, but I think I have to go to the lava island just south of us and maybe mine up some sulfur. Or actually the beneath is gonna have sulfur. I'll go to the beneath, I'll get some sulfur, we'll vulcanize some latex, we'll make some rubber, and we'll have our first ULV machines. And that's gonna be very exciting. Oh, this recipe takes a while, doesn't it? But thank you guys. Thank you, Precarious. Thank you, Fornius. I appreciate you guys keeping me company. And I very much look forward to the next time. So, yep. In that case, I'm